On this warm and windy night at Great American Ballpark, the Reds dig in for Game 2 against the Pirates.
The focus for the Reds and Brandon Williamson to a major league mound for the first time in 560 days. He started 23 times as a rookie in 2023. A shoulder injury zapped him of most of 24. Did not pitch until September that year when he tore his UCL, Tommy John, and now 2 days before he turns 28, he is back on a big league bump.
In the air to center, going to drop in, and Jake Mangum leads off this ball game with a base hit.
You couldn't draw it up any better than that. The Pirates struggling the first game of the series to get runners out there in scoring position.
He walks O'Hearn, 2 aboard.
Marcell Ozuna is 1 for 12 to begin his year. He's walked twice, struck out twice.
And that will move the runners up.
He will have a better opportunity now.
Swung through, strike 3. First strikeout on the return for Brandon Williamson. Struck him out. Nice recovery for Williamson.
Brandon Williamson ends up striking out back-to-back batters to strand him at second and third.
Bubba Chandler gets the start for the Pirates tonight, his first of the year.
A hard throwing righty. He's got an elite changeup, curveball, and a slider to go with him.
Fastball sits at 98, 99 miles an hour.
A swing and a miss on 100, striking out Friedel to start his night. Yes, he did. Struck him out again. A Hundy, back-to-back Ks.
Got the steady dosage.
Well, you get an idea here through the first 2 batters exactly how Chandler is going to come after you, and that is with the hard stuff at the top of the zone.
High fly ball, right center field. O'Neill Cruz calling for it, and to the track. A couple of strikeouts and a deep drive, and after one, it's 0-0 in Cincy.
Leading it off for the Pirates, Nick Gonzalez, Joey Bart, and O'Neill Cruz will follow against Williamson.
Oh, there's a shot into center field. Look out, second base umpire Stu Sherwater. That ball knuckling on him. Didn't know where to go.
You see his reaction. He was like, whoa.
Yeesh. And he walks him. Identical starts first and second innings for Pittsburgh.
I expect there to be a little adrenaline going on in that young man out there. It's been a while since he's been out.
As O'Neill Cruz digs in.
There it is.
Just kind of one-hands it, slaps it into right field. A 2-strike base hit for O'Neill Cruz. The 1-2 offering, and the bases are loaded.
Yeah, that's a really good job, O'Neill Cruz. Those long arms, just allow the ball to travel. Just keep that front shoulder in as long as you can. You see, he's such a strong individual. It's just a flick of the wrist.
They're loaded for Nick York, and it's a pop-up. Shallow center, second baseman out. Center fielder Friedel.
Oh, nice job.
Into the tag, and he
Great
scores.
job.
A great job indeed by Nick Gonzalez and Tony Beasley. 1-0, a sacrifice fly for York.
Yeah, this was just a pop-up priority, and TJ Friedel unfortunately has to go to the ground. Not able to come up and make a throw. Really good base running.
Now O'Hearn, who walked his first time up.
Oh, my.
Cracks one to deep center field. Friedel back to the track, approaching the wall, and clear the deck. Cannonball coming. Ryan O'Hearn homers off the lefty. His second is a bucko. It's a 3-run shot with 2 outs in the second. Pirates take a 4-0 lead. Yeah, hoist the cone.
Wow. We talked about Ryan O'Hearn and what he is to left-hand, left-on-left matchups. 2-strike, left-on-left at bat. And that ball was smoked right off the bat. You knew it was going to get out of here. And the wind's blowing straight in, and it did not care. That ball just ate through it. Found itself in the second row.
So there's that first extra base hit by a Pirate left-handed hitter. Ryan Reynolds is flying to right.
Oh.
This ball's hit deep to left field. Brian Reynolds clears the deck. Wow! Bangs off the facade of the second deck. Anchored down with his first home run. Back-to-back Bucks. 5-0 Pittsburgh.
That's what you want to see from Brian Reynolds. Nice BP today, driving the ball, using the middle of the field, and got that pitch out over the middle of the plate. And he deposited literally off the side. Fans up there don't usually get home run balls. They almost got one there. And, hey, let's do it.
That was a big one.
Bubba Chandler working with a 5-0 lead thanks to home runs by Ryan O'Hearn and Brian Reynolds.
3-2 right there. Strike 3 call. Froze him on the fastball. Third strikeout already for Chandler.
Proud of his fastball and throwing it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He changed up on him. And that's 4 out of 5 struck out by Bubba Chandler so far.
That's so impressive. 94-mile-per-hour change. And see, the last couple pitches, he's been digging around in his landing spot. See if he doesn't do that a little bit more. figure out what's going on and help clean up his delivery. As you said, all the fastballs have missed consistently in one spot.
Brian Hayes 0 for 9 to begin the year. In the air, left center. Reynolds to the gap. Crisscross and the ball's down off O'Neill Cruz. A sprint for third. Marte rounds. Relay comes to the plate. Save! Marte scores from second. The Reds are on the board. 2 on, nobody out. And the misery in center field for O'Neill Cruz continues.
You can see the indecisiveness, but give credit to Noelvi Marte.
But boy, have we seen the Pirates bungle things with O'Neill Cruz in center field, and they do it again here tonight.
Remember, more significantly for this year, opening day, he misplayed 2 fly balls to center that were a huge part in Paul Skeens suffering the shortest start of his big league career.
Somebody didn't call somebody off. Yeah, I don't know how that worked.
There's a little pop-up. Chandler quickly to second. Woo! Look at this play. You talk about an athlete. He just showed it off. Bubba Chandler, like a middle infielder.
You will not see a better play by a pitcher this year than that. That throw right there, that is impressive.
Wow.
Minimize the damage. I'll take control of it.
So 4-pitch walk now into McLean. He's walked 3 in the inning after not walking any of the previous 66 batters. First and second, and the dangerous Ellie De La Cruz, who hit one to the warning track his last time up. He's coming up. Swing and a ground ball hit hard. Diving stop by Lau, and he'll throw him out at first. Nice play by Brandon Lau. That ball was ticketed for right field and would have scored a run. And the Reds will settle for 1.
And now leading off against the lefty Brandon Williamson is O'Neill Cruz.
Cruz with a base hit. His first time up. Scored a run. He was 2 for 2 off lefties this year.
Oh my.
Fly ball right center field, and O'Neill Cruz with his first Cruz missile of the year off the lefty. Brandon Williamson. Cruz crushes it. Pirates get the run back. They lead 6-1.
That's a beautiful thing. You ride it out for times just like that. O'Neill Cruz is just a special talent. Comes together like that, and you're very thankful because he can change the scoreboard.
And again, off a lefty. He's 3 for 3 this year. That's 444 feet, and it's 6-1 Pirates.
It's a big fly. A couple of big flies in this ball game.
Bubba Chandler working with a 6-1 lead.
It just seems like Bubba's just getting uncomfortable in certain delivery. You see him digging around at that landing spot consistently. That landing foot just might be a spot he might feel something uncomfortable. Just doesn't feel right to him.
Walks him, and they're loaded. Now does Don Kelly go to the bullpen?
You know, Bubba just lost command of that fastball.
Don Kelly trusting Johan Ramirez to try and get out of this.
Oh boy.
That's what relief looks like.
Wow. Struck him out. That was huge. Ellie De La Cruz against Johan Ramirez with the bases loaded, 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Nice. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and Bart will get the final out by touching home plate. So Johan Ramirez puts on his fireman hat and strikes out McLean and De La Cruz as the Reds strand the bases loaded.
Folks, the Reds don't have a hit here tonight. They're looking for their first one.
There's the first hit for the Reds, Jose Trevino.
Well, thank goodness for that.
And that's a clean hit for Trevino and his first hit of the year. So I'm sure that feels doubly good.
Ellie De La Cruz, he is fly to center, grounded sharply to second, struck out. Reds had been no hit until Jose Trevino singled with 1 out last inning. Sailed down the right field line, tailing corner. Fair ball, home run. Second of the year for De La Cruz. He sneaks it inside the right field pole. Reds get a run back. 6-2.
The wind helping keep that ball fair. And Ellie has his second home run of the year.
Really nice to see from Ellie De La Cruz. Looked like Barco just really kind of laid out on that first base side.
Sal Stewart. Stewart lifts a long fly ball deep right field. There it goes. And it is gone. Just over the wall and right out of the reach of Mangum. Leaping at the wall just to the right of the 370 sign. An opposite field home run for Sal Stewart, his second. He and Ellie going back to back. And it's 6-3.
Sal stays hot.
Now Eugenio Suarez, who had 49 long balls last year.
Oh,
Wow.
oh, wow.
Suarez thought he went. He was walking back to his dugout.
All right, he wrote it down on the scorecard.
Eugenio Suarez thought he struck out, walked to the dugout. Look at this. Watch him. Oh, that's it for me. Nope. Okay. He just got tossed. Don Kelly gets ejected by Jordan Baker. And he's going to get his money's worth. And now he's barking at the first base umpire, Rob Drake, who didn't call that a swinging strike 3 when Eugenio Suarez thought he had swung and missed. The bench coach for the Pirates is Chris Negron. And that will be his call. And he's going to get Dennis Santana now. Santana, the Pirates closer, going to pitch here in the 8th, apparently. Trouble here for Pittsburgh in the 8th.
Runners at the corners.
And caught by Lau. He'll double up his former teammate. Lowe hits the ball to the right side. And Dane Myers off the bag. Doubled up at first.
Pirates up 6-3. Here in the 9th. Leadoff man on.
O'Neill Cruz now. Homered earlier, and a high fly ball to right field. Going back to the wall and clear the deck. Cannonball coming. It's another Cruz missile. A 2-homer game for O'Neill Cruz. And the Pirates take an 8-3 lead.
O'Neill Cruz delivers a big blow to the Cincinnati Reds. A towering home run into right field.
Reds have 2 on with only 1 out.
Here is Elly De La Cruz. Bouncing ball short. Nick Gonzalez will throw toward third, and a nice little play on the pick by the third baseman York. And that's out number 2.
Here's a walk to load him up for Gina. We're not done yet.
All 3 runners lead.
And raise the Jolly Roger as Gregory Soto strikes out Suarez looking. And the Pirates even the series. Bats come out the long ball.
And that man had a lot to do with it. You see the outfielders, a little love right there. Big smiles. A nice job by Bubba Chandler going out and literally being unhittable. Couldn't ask for something better than that.